This is Anand Mahajan, your instructor for this course of Python. Okay, in this lecture I am going to tell you how to handle invalid index error.
This video is brought to you by Appy Pie Academy.
Handling invalid index of a sequence. Right, now what does it mean? It means suppose you have got a list, set or a tuple. At the time of accessing you supply an index and that and no element is corresponding to that particular index. For example, let me give you an example. Let me have fruits list, fruits, apple, orange, and let me have banana and pineapple. Okay, so as you know, the index will run from 0 to 3. So fruits 0 represents apples, fruits 1 represents orange, fruits 2 represents banana, fruits 3 represents apple. Suppose at the time of accessing I try to access fruits 4 or fruits -1. There is no index in minus, so that will be treated as an invalid index error. And giving an index more than 3 will also result into an error. So let me do one thing, print fruits and I give 4. As you know, there is no element corresponding to the index number 4 because index starts from 0. So the maximum in this case will be 3. Now I have not used any try or except block. Let's see how runtime error is going to, how exception is going to be raised by Python itself and your program will be terminated. Control Shift F10 and it will show index error. Yeah, as you can see, the name of the built-in exception is index error. So list index out of range. Now how to handle this? You can do one thing, write it within try. Okay, so now suppose I happen to print 0. This is perfectly okay. Print fruits 0. This is perfectly okay. And okay, let me close it. Similarly, if I happen to write print name of the list fruits 1, this is also okay. And similarly okay, 2 and 3. Now these first 4 are without any error because fruits 0 is apple, fruits 1 is orange, fruits 2 is your banana, and fruits 3 is pineapple. But when I will write fruits 4, this will result into error message because there is no element corresponding to this particular index. So after try, I'm going to write except and index error colon print index of the list. It could be a list, it could be a tuple, it could be a set. I'm taking an example where the list index out of the list out of the range. Okay, so the program will continue if I happen to write this one print Mahajan Computers, Kurukshetra, India. So this is going to be printed because your program will not be terminated. So let me execute it. Control Shift F10. Okay, see, index 0 was printed, apple. Index 1 was the value for index 1, orange was printed, then banana, pineapple. But when I try to print print fruits 0, sorry, I was saying in fruits 0 the value was apple, that was printed. Fruits 1 value, that was orange, was printed. Fruits 2 the value was banana, that was printed. Fruits 3 the value was pineapple, that was printed. But when I wrote print fruits 4, it resulted into error message. The control entered into the exception handler, that is accept index error. The message was printed index of the list out of the range, and but the program was not terminated, it continued. That is why this message Mahajan Computers Kurukshetra India is getting printed. Right, so far so good. Now I can show this program. I can change this program a bit. Instead of writing fruits 0, fruits 1, 2, 3, 4, etc., this way I can use the for loop. What I will do is I will declare a simple integer variable count, and then suppose I write while count is less than or equal to 3, and then I happen to write print name of the list fruits, then I say count, and after that count plus is equal to 1. So what will happen is the loop will start while count is less than or equal to 3. This condition is perfectly okay because there are total number of 4 elements in the list. So first time fruits 0 then will be printed. Then an increment to the count variable will take place. It will become 1. It will go up. Condition will be tested. Condition is 2. Then it will print fruits 1. Similarly, then again it will go up fruits 2, fruits 3. And when the value of count will become 4 and it will go up, condition would be false. Loop will break. And in this case, there is no chance that control will enter into this except block, that is exception handler, because no error took place. Let me execute the program. Control Shift F10. As you can see, the program has been executed successfully. No error was raised. But now I will now deliberately write some 5 or 4 bigger than 3. So count is less than or equal to 4. Now first 4 times it will run successfully, but when the value of count will become 4, condition again will be true because it is count is less than or equal to 4, and it will try to print fruits 4, which is absolutely invalid because there is no index 4 for this list. So the error will be raised. The control will come into this exception handler, accept index error. This message, error message, will be printed, but the program will continue. Control Shift F10. Yeah, as you can see, this is the output. You can see apple, orange, banana, pineapple was printed successfully, but when the value of count became 4, fruits 4, sent the control to the exception handler, and the message index of the list out of the range was printed, and then the program continued. Thank you.